favorite lessons that you learned from your mom?
She said it throughout her life. But in the last few months, when we could see, particularly the last 2 months, when we can kind of see that, we need to have some tough conversations and just sit with her and be with her and listen. She said over and over and over to us, y'all need to stop and smell the roses. What she was saying was enjoy your life. Do not be so busy on the journey that you miss all the beautiful parts of it. Oh, and she said, I wish I would have done that sooner. That's what she said. I wish. And that brings tears to my eyes. What I would have done sooner is not work harder, not produce more stuff, not be busier, not be flashier, not be savvier. I wish I would have just done the stuff that put a smile on my face sooner than I did and prioritize that. What is it that actually brings me and my husband and my children and my siblings and my friends? What is it that we just love? Why don't we prioritize that? So that is a huge practical lesson. That was a gem I got from my mother. Time is actually short.
Come on.
So here we are just like waiting until what to enjoy our life? What are you waiting for what? Like today, this is the day.
Right.
What tomorrow can you schedule into your life, make margin for? You like to take a walk? Girl, take a walk.
Come on.
You like to go to the movies? Go to the movies. You enjoy hanging out with your kids at the park? Girl, take them to the park. What are you waiting on?
Welcome to Relationship Talk with the Guests. Join Ed and Maya, a dynamic husband and wife duo, as they share real and honest advice on love, dating, and marriage. As transformational relationship coaches, they specialize in helping both singles and couples enhance communication, build intimacy, and experience greater pleasure in their relationships. They also offer online courses tailored for singles and married couples and are fully licensed to officiate weddings. Now, let's dive into today's session.
What are some of the things that you feel rob you of enjoying the things of taking the time to enjoy the things you love most?
Ambition.
Okay.
I think ambition to be great at what you do sometimes robs you of that. Like, I know as men, the onus on our shoulders provide, so that's one of the biggest ones. So you'll work probably more or longer than you should. I'm also a coach, for those that follow us, know I'm a basketball coach, and I love to win. I love to pour into my team. I love to build relationships, and so oftentimes I can dive hard into that, not knowing the sacrifices that it puts on you and my children. And I think sometimes we don't want to admit it, but worrying. Sometimes we worry about how things should be instead of appreciating how things are. And
what you mean?
Like living in the moment. Sometimes you're so busy thinking about, man, all right, I like this house, but I think it's time for us to move. Or, man, I want to go on more trips, but you know what? I don't want to use that money right now. Maybe I'll save up a little more and then go on it in a year or two later when you really can afford to go right then and make it work because of the time that you have together. Things like that. Worrying about how things are going to happen in the right now.
Yeah, for me, I'm able to see this from two different perspectives.
Okay.
Because I was an adult working and having my own for a long time before we got married and had children. So I experienced the enjoyment of do whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy. Like I did that. So if that meant to hop on a plane, Monday you don't know you're going anywhere, but Wednesday you decide that on Friday I'm gonna hop on a plane and I'm going out the country somewhere for the weekend. I'm gonna pop back. Or, spur of the moment, go to dinner here or explore these new things over here, shopping, like massage, whatever made me happy is what I did.
If dating yourself was a person.
Yeah. So I understand what it is that she's doing when she says don't put this off. But I also know what came with my children. there's a sense of responsibility that comes that makes you feel like if you do those things that you're being irresponsible, that you're not looking out for a legacy, that if you're not grinding, producing, coming up with something, then you're going to leave your kids at a disadvantage.
Right.
When in actuality, just thinking about what her mom said, what they need more than legacy is me. They need more of me. So if I'm taking away so much time from them as they're growing up, trying to make sure that they're set when they're adults,
Right.
I think the time is better used investing in them and who they can become.
Right.
Because if I put my time and energy into them more, then they will be equipped to produce whatever they want to produce.
Right.
And so, but you also don't want to leave them with nothing.
Right.
So I think that there should be balance.
Right.
I think I should work and then I should prepare and I should save to make sure that my kids are left with something when I'm no longer here, tangible. But more importantly, that I have poured into them as far as who they are.
Right.
Because that's what when she says, are you investing? I'm thinking about them.
Right.
So have I poured into their hearts, their spirits, their minds? When I'm no longer there, do they hear my voice still? Have I taught them how to go to God, how to pray?
Right.
Have I helped them build their relationship with God?
Right.
It's like if you know somebody in an industry working, and that's the industry your kid wants to go in. So let's say my Brielle wants to be a dentist, and I know a dentist. And I can link her up with this dentist so that she can shadow and learn so much about it before she gets there.
Right.
Then that's me setting her up.
Right.
Shouldn't I put even more emphasis on making sure she knows Christ?
Yeah.
In that way,
Yeah.
I'm setting her up with the relationship,
Right.
showing her how, to move through it,
Right.
how to hear from him, how to spend time with him. And I'm setting her up so that when I'm no longer here, that she's okay
Correct.
and he's okay. And what you think?
No, you definitely have to do that, but I will add in, you also have to set up time for us, because when your marriage is in its best state, then your children also benefit from that.
That's good.
You're putting so much into your children. I don't want to jump ahead, but there was a sermon we watched where families lined up on stage, and they say, go ahead, line up how you guys are as a family. And everybody put the children in between. And he said, your marriage works when you guys are the connection and your children.
Set it up.
Yeah, that's how it was. Like he said, most people, the mom was on the outside.
Ow.
See how she did.
It's so aggressive. Look at my shoulder. Just barely touch me, please.
And the children, 2 and 3 children, were in between. And he said, yes, y'all are putting all the energy, but then you guys aren't connecting the way you should.
Oh, that's good. Because I really feel like if the kids are in between you, that's good. If they're in between you, as they grow, they get bigger, you get further apart.
Further apart.
And then when they leave, you
Now
still
y'all
over
still
there,
apart.
and I'm still over here.
Yep.
And we got to figure out how to get back to each other.
Correct.
But if we stay connected,
Yes.
where are they supposed to be at?
They
Somewhere behind us?
They right there beside you. They're right there beside you. You can move them in front of you, but y'all are still together. You can put them to the side of you, but you still.
But we
can move
gotta
them.
we gotta hold.
We gotta hold together.
Oh,
and put
yeah.
the children wherever around us that we need them to be.
So prioritize time with your spouse over whatever else is getting your time.
Yes.
So what types of things do you think take my time? Because you listed what do you want me to list, or can you identify some things that you feel take my time away from you?
Well, we're content creators. So when I say my wife gets a download and she goes to work, she just you get into this mode where you don't want anything to disturb you. So I feel like, and you're a perfectionist, so you don't believe in breaks. You just go and go. You'll sometimes want to eat. I said, babe, you thought about eating? You know what? Nah, I don't. I know. Well, what we got in there? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just in that mode. I don't think you mean to be, but when you're in the creative process, I know that is probably.
So that's one of the things that you feel like can take energy away from us. So, okay, with that being said, and we're content creators,
Yes.
how do you want me to navigate that? Because if it has to be created, do you want to let that go? Or just balance it better?
Balance it better because I admire it because what comes out of it is, wonderful and great. Our retreat is wonderful. These books and these skits and everything. I mean, it's a beautiful thing once the work is finished. So sometimes that process will pull you away. I think when it's made aware to you, then you make the adjustment like, okay, I realize I'm pulling away. Let me set an end to whatever I'm working on right now and not think so far ahead.
And I do. I try to do that.
Yes.
But I'll be honest, it's so hard for me, and I hate to do it. But I try not to show. You know how they say if you're gonna do it, don't do it begrudgingly. So I try not to have an attitude when I stop.
Yes.
But it's because we've talked about this before.
Right.
And so I try to, when he is, wanting some attention, or the kids, of course, I'll try to stop. But I really hate doing it. So if you struggle walking away from your work that you're passionate about to, tend to your spouse, like, I understand. The same way he struggles to leave practice without staying an hour and 2 hours after practice with kids to come on home so that we can do family stuff.
Yes.
It's hard to peel him away. So when you have something that you're passionate about, it is hard to step away to prioritize, because you're like, he'll be there, she'll be there, but will they though?
Yes.
You have to nurture your marriage relationship and a relationship with your kids.
You have to value that time. That 20 extra minutes is 20 extra minutes that could be fulfilled with something.
Yeah.
You thinking it's just, I'll stay an extra 20, 30 minutes. What is 20, 30 minutes? What does that really mean? It means a lot.
And it's not just your marriage and kids relationship that you have to cultivate.
Right.
You have other family members, your friends, your relationship with God. Like, how many things do you put in front of time with him? Like, are you prioritizing that? You might not be getting all you can get out of life because you're not putting him first, and you're not, prioritizing your time with him.
I would say the biggest thing that has helped me, she already does this, is I really had to attack a schedule. I do not like sitting down, writing things out. I just want to, as they say, fly by the seat of my pants. Just let me just go. And that talk about frustrating her. I had to put you have to, the first time is going to be unnatural for you, and it's going to feel, because there are people like me that just want to just go. We don't want to have to put things in boxes and put, hey, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes here. She helped me get it started. She created a morning routine, which has now gone pretty well. I deviate a little.
Well, he snapped a little fast. It's going. It ain't here yet.
It's getting
but
there.
It's getting there.
It's better than what it was.
It is.
Yeah, and so it's growing out. I'm getting to work on time better. I know my supervisors appreciate that. I'm getting in and out of jobs better. Like, I'm getting way more things accomplished that I didn't think I could get accomplished. And it's better when you just take the time to originally come up with a schedule, a goals list, a ratings list. Sounds like a lot. It does. But once you do it one time, then it becomes a routine. And then a routine would eventually become a habit, and that's what you want. Good habits are necessary.
What are some things that you enjoy that you want to do more of?
Ooh.
In the future, just in the near future.
I love trips with you.
That's what I was going to say.
I love trips with you.
Man.
I love.
I want to go on more trips.
Yeah, I like going in a different place. Even though we're homebodies, we don't go out much, but we will get away. I
love a getaway.
Yeah,
and I think having the kids, having to find sitters for them. But I think we just got to find the sitters. And also not wanting to take time off work, But take the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you got the days, take them so that you can
Yes.
you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to us.
Yeah.
Take
talking to
them.
us. Yeah. And
Getaway coming.
Getaway
Who's planning
coming.
it? I love getaways that Ed plans. I think I ain't never had one, but I want to see what that's. I want to see. I think I love it.
I can input ideas all day. Plan it.
I just want to show up
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
with my shades on.
That's my next goal. Y'all pray for me.
You couldn't even get it out.
Can you get it out? Pray for me.
We'll holler
Pray
at
for
you.
me.